Yeah. They ain't believe me when I told them crypto was the future. Now they trying to get in, but it's too late. We been stacking Marbitz since day one. No banks, no middlemen, just power moves. Let's get it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Do you like that? Do you like the little intro bit? I don't know if you guys would like it or not. I felt like we had to have something. But obviously I can't hear it at my end, so I'm just going to re-listen to the intro. So I don't know if it worked or not. Was it good? Oh, yeah, that's all right, actually. No power moves. I like it. Anyway, there you go. Little intro. Maybe I'll start to do that. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to, Jesus Christ, what day is it? Thursday. Man, I had no idea what day it was. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everything's been treating you kindly today. It's been a pretty interesting day, let me tell you that. Certainly at my end, it's been super interesting. Less of that being said, the better, I think, maybe at this moment in time. But anyway, we'll try and break down a little bit as to what's going on in the markets. We'll try and sort of break down a little bit as to kind of what the hell's going on. I still, you know what? Even though the market's been super crazy today, obviously we wicked all the way down 101, felt a bit spicy. Everyone was probably calling like the bear market. I saw some people tweeting out. They were like, oh, here it is. Here comes the bear market. You know, we kind of has bounced pretty well. So yeah, so we kind of, we saw a bounce, which is kind of nice. And again, back into this consolidation range. Also in other news, we will officially be back on TikTok tomorrow night. I looked at the time I got banned last time, and it was like 5 minutes to the hour. So anyway, and then if you weren't already in the space last night, I've got a little bit of bullish news for Marbitz. I mean, it is bullish. Today's not that bullish, but it is bullish. Anyway, we'll break that down. We'll sort of let you know what's going on with that one as well at the back end of the show. So do me a favor, as always, smash up that like button to a brand new all-time high. I totally have forgotten to go live on X, so let's click that button. And I was going to get a meme, you know. I was going to get a meme, but this is as good as I can get. Like I said a little bit about it. Do you reckon I can kind of pass that off? Look. Oh. Maybe not. Another short and sweet Blazer special, I take it. Yeah, it is. It just kind of adds a little bit. It adds a little bit, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's nice just to kind of like, oh, this is me. You've tuned in by mistake. You were here for some quality cryptocurrency content. Turns out you're listening to me. So yeah. Anyway, we'll try and make sure that people are aware of that. But like I said, do me a favor though, if you could just smash up the like button to brand new all-time high, and also if you could, talking all things hashtag crypto bull run. If you could do me a favor, I had loads, like even more demonetization of my live streams, obviously for running exogenous intro. So they're literally demonetizing every single live stream I've done that has that in it, which is kind of annoying. And they say, oh, it doesn't affect your channel, but I'm pretty sure it does. So if you could just hit the like button, it would be a massive help. It does help out the channel, and I absolutely think it will help out on YouTube as well. Because as much as they'll tell me that it doesn't, it's definitely affecting the channel. So if I could just ask a little favor tonight, hit the like button. Even if you normally don't hit the like button, if you could do, that'd be great. Right, let's say hello to a few people. This is Selmo. What's going on? Tim, good to see you, man. Craig's in the building. Good to see you. Foz, welcome to you. AMG says, can we all just send now, please? Yeah, I hope so. What's going on, Swamp? Mark Noby's in the building. Welcome to you, as always. Cheese is in the building. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to the Cheese. That sounds a bit odd. Lauren Babs here. What's going on, Babs? Good to see you. Welcome, Swamps here as well. Good to see you, buddy. I appreciate you being here as always. Stacey's in the house. What's going on, Stace? It's always nice when Stace is here. I don't know why. A little special place for you, Stace. Anyway, Rob P says, what about Torres giving the middle finger to the case, getting resolved? Yeah, I know. It's wild, isn't it? It's wild. It's kind of already a done deal anyway. She's just obviously trying to get a bit more money out of them. Maybe she's on overtime. Can you say anything? Yeah, but it's like I have to go through. I have to literally click into every single live stream, click into the issue, click erase songs, click save, and then exit out of them for every single one of them. That's what I'm doing, by the way. But yeah, every day it kind of comes up and it's like, oh, demonetization, the collapse of FTX, and you're like, hell, it's like nearly 2 years ago, like with that hard up on these things. Anyway, good to see you, Curtis. Welcome. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you, Hubs, here as well. Good to see you all. So yeah, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, do all that good stuff. We thought we'd start here with none other than Vladimir Putin, and we'll talk a little bit about what's going on. And then the markets we'll do in a second, but I thought this was interesting. We're going to double back on this. But look at this. Russia. Now, I don't know if anyone can actually speak Russian. I can speak a little bit of Russian, by the way. Not loads. Yeah, not loads, actually. I think I can say about 3 sentences. But anyway, Russia's central bank reports that Bitcoin is the top performing investment in 2025. That's interesting, isn't it? Given the fact that they are kind of like social state mining and, you know, trying to like cut them down. No, it's the people that bought the song. I think some record label or someone must have bought that song and they're like literally hammering the copyright things out, and it's dead annoying. They're not copyright strikes. It's not like I'm getting like banned or anything, but it's definitely not good. I went from like 300,000 views a month to all of this, like every live stream being like demonetized, and now I'm down to like 185. And I'd argue I'm putting more content out than I have because my video editor is now doing shorts for me as well. So it's like literally like cranking videos out, good quality videos, I think. Anyway, hit the like button, right? That'd be good. My daughter was messing around with my microphone today, which is never good because it's all awful. But yeah, look at this. Russia, top performing investment of 2025. Keep your eyes on that. I still think it's definitely time for Russia to get into the party. And I certainly think there is more time for them guys to get in as well. So keep your eyes peeled for sure. Right. Let's take a look at some charts. Let's try and understand what's been going on. It's probably best we look at it on the hourly today. Now, we don't normally look at the hourly. We try to look a bit more macro than this, but it's kind of an interesting period, an interesting phase of where we are in Bitcoin. Some people think the market's over. Some people think we're going to zero. Altcoins taking a hit today. BTC dominance is up. All of that kind of stuff. But there are some very obvious things going on that I think so many people are missing. We'll touch on that in just a minute. But I certainly think loads of people are too involved in the micro, are absolutely not looking at the macro. Like, absolutely not looking at the macro. They're in this, almost this nervous state of, I want to exit a position as quick as I possibly can. Like, I just want to get out. And I think this is going to play out as a bad strategy. But again, we'll touch on that in just a second. So, interesting enough, we came down. We held the 200 exponential moving average, which is generally a sign of strength, by the way. So, we're holding this bottom range here. You would argue the last few times we did it. So, you can see back here, we wicked down, touched the 200 moving average, and then we bounced all the way back up. Maybe not in a direct move, but very, very strong in terms of how that plays out. And you can kind of go back and see every time we came down and we tested the 200 exponential moving average, we generally then saw a nice move to the upsides. This is a good indicator that we may be in for some positive uptrends. Now, markets have to come with us. Lots of positive news has to kind of flow through. But literally, pretty much every time we come down and we break the 200 and we manage to bounce or we hold on that 200, we get a pump. We've seen the two previous. You can even go back even further, look. There's the 200. This is going back to April. Don't forget here, we're on the hourly chart when we saw a move to the upside. And again, it goes on and on and on and on. So it's a very strong level for us. Again, see here, look, you come all the way back to this level at 84,168 back in early April. We see the retest of the 200 exponential moving average. We then start to see the move to the upside. So again, really, really important to think about. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, okay, 2-bit. What are the average moves? Well, if you argue that that move was about 13%, if you said market cycle to the top, so i.e. when we broke the 200 exponential moving average or bounced, what do we then kind of do before we pull back? So we did a 15% move on that one. We did a 13% move on that one. So you could argue and say, well, okay, 200 exponential moving average, where does a 13% move take us? Well, 13% would take us nicely to around 100 and about 115 bucks, I think. 115 bucks. $115,000, which actually, do you know what? I think it's an unreasonable price prediction. And now you may be thinking, okay, well, that sounds interesting. If you'll allow me to indulge you just a little bit further here and just go on the kind of on the daily on the Fibonacci. Where does the Fibonacci play out? 115. 115 ends up being somewhere in around this place, just over the 1.0. Actually, it's about 1.328, which if you look at Fibonacci levels, the 1.328 is not generally used, but if you take the normal Fibonacci, it's actually a pretty good measure to have. If you then said, okay, well, let's work out where we'd be on a trend-based Fibonacci, and this is where it gets kind of a bit spicy, actually. Take the bottom to the all-time high and then wick down to the local. Then you start to get in this world of the 786, 119, just above, wick between the 618 and the 716, would be a bullish move to the upside. Does it seem completely out of the realms of possibility? Absolutely not. So, Very interesting. On the hourly charts, we see a very nice correlation between the 200 exponential moving average and then generally a move to the upside. So whether this plays out, we will see. I think there's a couple of things going on right now at a macro level that maybe are affecting the markets. Obviously, this Ripple thing, I just don't think it's a big thing. I mean, I know people will be like panicking and stuff and like, oh my God, I mean, Ripple's down 4%. It's in line with the market. No one really cares, I don't think. It's not like the case is going to be reopened and Gary Gensler gets re-put back into office and all the shit hits the fan again. It's just simply not going to be the case. But you can see the real strength that this sits here, the 200 exponential moving average. So I'm anticipating that I think we're going to retest. So first of all, 106 is my price target. It would be a pretty big move. I did say 110 by the end of the week. By the way, children, 110 is the Sunday night. Just letting you guys know. So it's not like, oh, 2-bit. We're at 110 like today when we come live tomorrow night. That's not what I'm saying. Like by the end of the week, I think that's where we get to. The thing to note a little bit, RSI is overbought. So we should pull back a little bit. Again, but MACD, like we talked about yesterday, very good news on the daily. It's bullish. And even though we are in this kind of pullback, look how bullish the MACD is on the weekly. Like this is very, very optimistic. So many people are like, oh, the market's over. Bull run's finished. Bear market's begun. No. This is what they want you to think. This is how they get their little bit more money. And I'll tell you how I know this. Because once again, ETFs have slowed. Look at this. BlackRock sold 6 Bitcoin today. ProShares, nothing. CoinShares, Valkyrie Bitcoin Fund, dropping in there at number 3, which is very interesting, actually. 25 Bitcoin, 344 out of Vanek. Grayscale buying 168, but look at this. iShares, Bitcoin Trust is like, holy crap, give me some. Give me some. They want a bit more. 2,249 BlackRock continuing the onslaught, by the way. The onslaught of continuous buying. And I think this is kind of interesting to think about. You can see there, look, BlackRock topping the charts for the most amount of Bitcoin purchased today. So you may say, well, okay, all the institutions are still buying. They may not be buying crazy amount. But again, BlackRock, 2,500 BTC is nothing to be sniffed at. They continue their absolute relentless buying. Again, that meme I saw yesterday, which was like, stop selling your Bitcoin to BlackRock. That is pretty much what people are doing. So yeah, very interesting. 232 million is what they purchased yesterday. And it's good news, if you ask me. 2-bit. Boobs bonded on Ape Store in a couple of hours yesterday. I really... love it. Love it. What's going on, Viva La Bacon? If you look at the chart of the daily, classic staircase pattern still in play. Yeah. Yeah, I think... and if you take it in that sentiment, look at the weeks, by the way. Typical bull run cycles are what? You continue with some weeks and you have some pullbacks. Take 2021 as an example, right? Great example to look at. This one is different, but you look at the journey up to this all-time high. You kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks of green candles. Then we got a red week. All right, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a couple of red weeks. This is the way the markets move. While ever people are just freaking out, then I think that's where they just lose out. Look at this at the minute. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solid weeks now of green pumping candles. We are absolutely due a cool off. We're due it. Like, it's literally obvious that it's going to come. And we can see this kind of consolidate down, maybe come down and retest this kind of lower 90 range before bouncing again, in my opinion, to the upside. But watch out. I definitely think we're still in play this week as this kind of comes out, particularly here on the hourly chart. So I'm pretty optimistic as to where this is going to go. And I think, like I said, macro stuff, which we'll break down again in this live stream very shortly, is definitely in play as well. So if you're bullish on the markets, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe as always. We're here every day bringing you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency news, reviews, and everything else. Also, if you like trading cryptocurrency, do check out the links in the description. We got one down there for BLOFIN. $5,000 for new user sign-up bonuses. Head on over to their exchange. Just deposit some of your cryptocurrency and begin your trading journey. Don't forget, no KYC is required if you're in the US, India, or the UK. However, be sure that you know what you're doing, otherwise you can lose all your money. And if you're interested in a bit more of a substantial exchange, check out the link from MEXC as well, offering you $1,000 worth of new user sign-up bonuses for everyone who wants to trade their favorite cryptos. So yeah, go and check those out if you are bullish enough on the market. Right, that is that. In terms of altcoins, Ethereum, again, look at this, coming down, retesting some of these key supports. I haven't changed any of these charts. They're exactly as we drew them, exactly as we've had them for the longest time. We're still waiting for this absolute move on Ethereum. Solana down about 4%. I don't think it's anything to particularly worry about. AVAX down 5%. Jasmine took a bit of a hit, albeit coming down to retest the 20-day exponential moving average, which is fine. WIF down about 10. That took a bit of a beating. Jupe down about 4.5. Again, a little bit down. Quant, Link. Aethia was actually performing well. It took a sell-off, but this was up about 4% on the day. when you get down here, look at this. S&P 500 is rallying a little bit. The NASDAQ was on the move, however, consolidating. But look, USD dominance for the second day in a row is continuing to get a little bit more to the upside. So, pretty interesting as all this kind of plays out. And I think certainly worth noting as you kind of go through that point. So, yeah, pretty bullish on that. Right. All good. Okay, let's talk about a little bit of news and let's get into some charts because I think it's worthwhile. Crypto.com here talking about the golden ratio multiplier. We've actually discussed this a little bit before on the channel. Golden ratio multiplier, one of the few metrics to be accurate in real time of April 2020 on Bitcoin cycle top. We already hit our cycle top level this cycle once, but this was for the cycle mid top in March 24, which means we're bound to do it again. Don't believe what everyone tells you when you talk about double tops. Level 5 is currently 160k and rising. If you weren't here for the 2015-2017 bull run, you might get to relive a piece of that this cycle. And we're positioned in April 2017 before the entire bull run. Slower build up than all at once. That could be true. Institutional money continues to flow in. We know retail investment's not here. I don't know that, I almost kind of don't really pin my hopes on retail investment. I'm a bit like, look, they either want to get in or they don't. And if they don't, fine. We'll probably not see the aggressive sell-off that we maybe normally do. I still think we'll be in a pretty positive world. But yeah, golden multiplier, level 5, following the very similar pattern that we've gone through the previous market cycles all the way back to 2011 as Bitcoin kind of moved. Obviously, it becomes slightly different as you kind of work through it. But, look, people are still pretty optimistic about where this mother trucker is going to go. So, yeah, dial the F in. That's my opinion. Right. Continuing on. This is a good one. Many of you may or may not have seen Donald Trump being out and about. We talked about this yesterday on the live stream that I felt like something was brewing. I felt like something was kind of going to come out of it. Maybe we got a, crypto announcement, or maybe we kind of got, I don't know, maybe we got something that would come out. Now, we didn't quite get maybe what we thought. We didn't maybe quite get the full shebang, shall we say. However, we did get that Abu Dhabi's sovereign wealth fund bought and owns $408 million of Bitcoin through BlackRock's ETF. We also know that they have bought into MicroStrategy as well. So pretty interesting how this plays out. And then you sort of double down on all this stuff going on with Trump at the minute. And, look, whatever your personal opinion about him is, he's securing some deals, which is interesting. And I'm sure they're going to play out. But all of this is kind of crazy. You had Ripple out there, Monica Long. We talked about this yesterday. You got now the sovereign wealth fund investing in BlackRock's ETF. BlackRock are buying loads of Bitcoin. Allegedly, there's another announcement to come. We also know that there is allegedly now the Saudis have been buying into MicroStrategy shares as well. I mean, it's kind of like the world's some kind of connected in some kind of crazy way. But yeah, the Saudi central bank is owning MicroStrategy and is owning a big bag of it as well, which is kind of interesting. So yeah, Bitcoin to the moon, baby. So two big announcements. The UAE big sovereign wealth fund buying over $400 million into the Bitcoin BlackRock ETFs. And the Saudis are in as well. They are absolutely buying big on Bitcoin, which is no surprise. I don't think that's any surprise, to be honest. So, yeah. Home says, 2-bit suggestion for the next space prize. Make it for people who got to the next 3 or 4 separate the free prize. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I could let you into a secret. I only drew 1, actually, and made sure that other people that I kind of felt like would be in there got it. Because I agree. I think do you know what? It's good to have them in there because it makes the space look a bit more popular. But yeah, I hate the thought of someone winning like a couple of $100 and they're just like not even a part of the channel. Like, it's awful. But yeah, I agree. And then we'll talk about the Marbitz new prize a week on Sunday. Definitely going to want to get involved in that one. That's going to be a good prize, actually. That is a really good prize. I announced it in the TG last night, but I'll double down on it again this evening. So, Blazer X, what's going on? Blazer, go right back to the very start of the live stream. Tell me what you think. You can come back and catch us up in a minute. But tell us what you think. Cracker Jack, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you, pal. Welcome to you as always. Saudi Arabia is bullish on sand. I'm assuming you don't mean the cryptocurrency, but anyway. But yeah, Tim, remind me of that as well when we get to the DeFi section. I'm curious to see what it looks like. Good. Right. Steven shows us, even Jimmy, what platform do you use for trading? I don't really trade, if I'm honest. I've stopped it. I've lost too much money on it. But if I do, I use MEXC. Link in the description. Or BLOFIN, link in the description. If I want to do it, I actually did trade on BLOFIN recently. They offer slightly lower leverage, and I generally now trade low leverage, high margin. I think it's the best way to do it. So yeah, Tim, if I'm honest, I didn't know what people would want to do. If I'm honest, I didn't know what people would want to do. That's just the honest answer. So I haven't really said anything. I'm down for it if people want to do it, but I kind of haven't. And then obviously the live stream started and there was about 35 people in here. So I haven't cancelled it. I just haven't really said we're doing it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm up to do it. If people want to do it, I'm equally, you know, I'm not. It's entirely up to it. We could maybe just defer it for a day and do it tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So, yeah. Anyway, this is kind of bullish news. Right. And then Bitcoin versus gold. Again, you've got to be careful. You've got to be careful how this plays out. But very interesting. JP Morgan now saying Bitcoin could outperform gold in the second half of 2025. When gold tops, Bitcoin explodes. And that's pretty true. Pretty true. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, crazy difference in viewers from a big green day to red. So many part-timers out there. Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? I still do definitely think YouTube's doing something with the algorithm as well. Like, definitely. But I think it's doing it for crypto in general because, like, Zach's been killing it on XRP videos, like killing it. Like, he's been locking like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 views out. Austin Hilton dropping like 40k views on certain videos. Like Zach dropped one, I think 35 minutes in it had done 300 views. Like they definitely tweak the algorithm on YouTube. I don't care what anyone says. Like they definitely do something to I'm sure either push a narrative or slow a narrative. Like it must be because yeah, we've gone from I've dropped like 100,000 views in a month. Now, admittedly, I had some time off and I had a week's holiday, which is probably I did say to my missus, you know, your week's holidays cost me this. But anyway, let's not get too caught up in all that. But yeah, M2 and gold, keep your eyes peeled on it. I think that's definitely sort of playing out. Also, weirdly today, by the way, and I don't know if any of you guys know this, I've been invited to a crypto conference in Germany, free, by the way, and it's called Conference 2025, right? I don't really know too much about it, but apparently it's in Borussia Dortmund, or it's in Dortmund. So they've asked me if I'll go. So I might go. I actually might go. They've asked me if I'll go, and they've asked me if I'll like host a little bit of a kind of like a little booth, like chatty thing. As I can't remember what the email said. As like a extensively well-known content creator or something like that. So I might go. I might try and like see if I can get a couple of tickets. Like a couple of us could just go. It'd be cool as. And then I'd do like a little talk and stuff. Imagine me there. Hey up, lads. Yeah, it's 2-bit here. Right, let me tell you about crypto, lads. It's where it's at. Sure they emailed the absolute shit. I'll let you guys know. Anyway, but I think it'd be funny, wouldn't it? Definitely wear a Marbitz t-shirt. But like, yo, what's going on, boys? Right, anyway, good news. Finally, do you believe in traveling back in time? Do you believe that history repeats itself? Or do you believe that it's all set in stone? But look at this. Do you feel like you've lived this moment before? Bitcoin does. BTC is mirroring 2017 to absolute perfection. The rally is just getting started. Interesting. Do you reckon me and you get on all right, Holmes? Do you reckon we'd be all right? Me and you were like in Dortmund for like, 2 days. Do you reckon we'd be all right? I know we talk crypto and all the rest of it, but I wonder if we'd actually get on as like, like friends. Imagine it's just me and you, a ham hock from the I'm trying to think, because I do know a bit of German, from the, I can't think, the beer keller, and then, a couple of steins. A bit right laugh. We could vlog it. We'd be like that. Yo, everybody, welcome. It's Stupid Crypto here. And I'm joined by the one and only Holmes, and it'd be like, okay, Vanu, Holmes. You did say, did they email the right guy, by the way, so you deserve that 100%. I'm only kidding. He's not Scottish, really. He's actually from the Ivory Coast. Right, anyway, move on. Like Kevin and Perry goes live. Can you imagine? Oh my God, it'd be brilliant. Right, anyway, so we'll keep an eye on this, by the way. DX coming down, that's what we want to see. DXY down. Generally, then will sort of give us a move in terms of BTC. So yeah, keep close to it. And I will definitely let you know about Conference 2025. I think it'd be hilarious. And it's only Germany, so it's definitely not expensive. I reckon we do it in a couple of £100. It'd be fine. Right. Daniel88 says, what's your thoughts on the XRP latest news? Okay, well, I actually have it here. We'll talk about it. My context on it is, it's just a nothing burger, right? It's a nothing burger. No one cares. It doesn't affect the outcome. I think it's more of a like a process thing. I just don't think it's like a big deal. Personally. I mean, people don't want to make it into a big deal, but I don't think they should. But yeah, let's talk about it because I think it's worth it. I'm just weirdly just doing something. Right. If we went Monday the 1st of September to Friday the 5th, I mean, I know it's 4 days, Holmes. I know it's 4 days. 200 quid if we went with Lufthansa. £253. Maybe it's not good to go on a Sunday. Maybe we go on a Monday. Let's do that. Does that change it? Oh my God, it's even more expensive on a Monday. Jesus. Maybe it must be holidays. So I reckon if we went to Sunday, it's like 200 quid. That's all right. I don't think that's bad. So yeah, so look, let's talk about it, right? A federal judge has blocked the SEC and Ripple, not just a federal judge. Judge Torres, who has overseen this court case from the longest time right now, blocked the SEC and Ripple's joint settlement agreement in the case over XRP, escalating the legal drama and rattling momentum across the crypto landscape. I don't think he's done any of that, by the way. I absolutely don't think it has. I think, Bitcoin 103, 354, XRP's at 4% negative. I just don't think it's done anything like what they claim it has. So Judge Annalisa Torres at the U.S. District Court of Southern District of New York rejected a joint motion by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Ripple Labs in the case over XRP in May 15th decision. She denied the request to lift an injunction and reduce a $125 million civil penalty, ruling that the proposed agreement did not meet the legal standards for modifying a final judgment. The SEC and Ripple have sought court approval to vacate an injunction prohibiting Ripple from violating securities laws and cut the penalty to $50 million as part of the negotiated settlement with their appeals. Pending, Judge Torres found the motion procedurally improper, right? And this is the key bit. So if you people are panicking, like, oh my God, like this is all about the courts. All about the courts. Nothing about actual Ripple. Nothing about XRP. All about the courts, right? Simple as that. Vern, we're going to defer it to tomorrow. So we're going to do it tomorrow because obviously there wasn't a lot of people in here, and with everything that's happened, we're just going to defer it. So we're going to do it tomorrow night, which will be good. So yeah, so don't worry, you're not late. We'll just do it tomorrow, which I think will be a good idea. So yeah, so it's important to reference that procedurally improper, stating that it should have been made under Rule 60, which applies to the request for relief for the final judgment and demands a demonstration of exceptional circumstances. So again, a double back on it. It's simply a paperwork case. That's it, right? Simply paperwork. Judge Torres denied the parties' motion for indicting ruling and jurisdictions were restored to the court. The court would deny the parties' motion is procedurally improper. That's it. So there isn't really anything to worry about. It doesn't change anything. Everything's exactly the same as it was. It just means a little bit more paperwork, right? That's it. That's my opinion of it anyway. So Daniel, 88, hopefully that helps. I absolutely don't think it's anything to worry about. I don't particularly care that it's anything to worry about. And I think that eventually they'll just pay $50 million. If it was a Gensler, if Gensler was still in, I would probably be a bit more like, this could get a little bit tasty here. Not necessarily that I think that decision will be overturned, but they would probably just be battering on for the $125 million. So yeah, don't panic. I don't think it's anything to worry about. I think there's way more exciting stuff going on than this, and it's a formality. That's my opinion of it. If anything changes, you know where you're going to find it first, right here on the 2-Bit Crypto channel. Okay, let's carry on. FTX now going to deliver up to 120% credit payout on May 30th. Of course they are. Bitcoin's at 104,000, the silly twats. Of course they're going to pay more out. Jesus Christ. What is it with this scam? This FTX thing's still going. I said about this. I guarantee Mt. Gox will come out and start offering creditors some fucking cash in a minute. But anyway, FTX Trade Limited, the FTX Recovery Trust announced that distributions of the FTX Chapter 11 plan of reorganization will resume on May 30th. Oh, what a surprise. Forthcoming round known as the second distribution will be made eligible creditors, the convenience and non-convenience classes who have completed all required steps, including KYC, tax forms, onboarding with the FTX designated distribution services, BitGo, and Kraken. What a surprise. What a surprise. I mean, it's literally like the biggest scam in the world. But anyway, they've got to kind of make those people feel happy, haven't they? Oh, you didn't get them the first time. Sorry about that. We looked after everyone that had over, I think it was like 50 grand or something like that. So they're like, yeah, should be just grateful you're getting something, you set of choppers. Anyway, what's going on, Bullish? Good to see you, buddy. So, yeah. So they're like, oh, well, we're really sorry, but here's like 120%. Right, brilliant. And obviously Bitcoin's significantly higher than when they first started to distribute these out. So if you're an FTX creditor waiting your settlement, good news, you're getting 120%. Happy days. Happy days. Good thing to think about. And then finally, the Fed did a revised policy framework amidst inflation concerns. Interesting as this one plays through. Now, I couldn't help myself. I think I'm going to blame Holmes for this. I'm going to actually blame Holmes for this because obviously Holmes has been, getting stuck into a few people on X. And I was kind of just, searching X and, getting involved. If you're interested, by the way, knowing when to sell in the bull market, go and watch that video. It's definitely good, right? And I was like, we'll sort of see what happens and da-da-da-da-da. And I couldn't help myself, right? I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't help myself when Repost, who I imagine is just another one of these complete choppers, says, breaking, a Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell is set to announce a rate cut today at 12 p.m. Eastern, following the drop in the US core PPI to 2.4%. Wall Street Journal expects a 1% cut for the Federal Reserve. Fox News confirmed, right? So I just typed total bollocks, mate. I couldn't help myself. I couldn't help it. I blame Holmes on this, by the way. But I couldn't help it. There is no freaking rate cut coming today because PPI came in. Like, come on, the two things don't even make any sense. One's producer price impact or, or the index. Like, it doesn't make any sense that would be a thing. We still are not expecting rate cuts. Maybe now September is the kind of like, oh, shit. I think there'll have to be some real pressure to kind of get him to change it. But, yeah, pretty interesting if you ask me. But, however, Jerome Powell did announce a significant policy framework shift on May 15th at the Thomas Lubach Research Conference, citing notable changes in economic conditions since 2020. If this whole stuff continues, and obviously you look at the UAE stuff and kind of what Trump's got over there, if all that sort of filters through into actual investment rather than it be kind of, this sort of, well, we're going to do it. I heard a really interesting statistic yesterday that Apple apparently have pledged $500 billion at every inauguration for the last 3 inaugurations. Imagine that, right? And never actually followed through with it. So, pretty interesting as that one plays out. So, whether that's true or not, someone can fact check me. It was an interesting statistic that I heard. So, but if all this plays out, and you've heard, I'm assuming, a lot today in terms of investments, but what did they do? Well, look, policy shift signals potential changes in interest rate strategies impacting liquidity, risk allocation in crypto markets. So there is definitely discussions about rate cuts, definitely discussions about whether they should pivot on interest rates. I think it'll come. I just think it's a matter of when. Remember, even one rate cut in 2025 is better than what we came into 2025 expecting. So we came into 2025 expecting nothing. We might get something. But it does look like it's probably going to be September before we get a 0.25. October then probably feels like we might get another one. That'll take us to 0.5%. And then you may get a spicy one, maybe 0.25 again, or a flat. So you get 0.5% maybe this year. However, by this point, if all these investments coming in, tariffs are really making a difference, they're not back on. And I still believe there's a little bit of a, let's see kind of what happens. But I would say if you're China right now, and you see kind of what Trump's doing in the UAE, the Middle East, and there's some crazy shit going on over there. Securing deals with like Syria, which is insane. Not bad, like good insane. With obviously heavy expectations. Iran allegedly ready to do a deal. Like, it's pretty crazy stuff. So you think if all that plays through, and you're right now, you're China, so you are, the Middle East is going further and further away from the grasp of China. The tariffs are coming back on, which I think then might really spike in terms of the markets doing some good stuff. So, yeah, pretty interesting. Curtis says, "Too, you get more likes than on that comment. What? You might more likes on that comment than you do on your streams." Thanks, mate. That makes me feel loads better. Yeah, I remember FTX stopped payments halfway through the first go, didn't they? As soon as the market starts dumping. Yeah, exactly, Craig, you see. We've been here too long. Interesting indeed, if you ask me. But yeah, anyway. Don't forget, by the way, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. And good news for Lauren Babb. We'll be back on TikTok tomorrow night. So get excited about that one. Hopefully we don't get banned again. Because I think I actually will get my account banned again. So I'm going to have to be really sensible tomorrow night. I may mute it when we do the marble things. I don't know. I don't know why I keep getting banned. Again, I literally saw someone today. And it was just like, how do these people even have streams? Mine gets banned for talking about taxes. Anyway, we need to create an AI that will filter out AI. That could be interesting, wouldn't it? Powell needs to act. The economic data has shown he has been wrong. Absolutely, yeah. And that he's slow to the party. Definitely. Stanton, what's going on? I'm not excited for it. My fingers are going to have a 6-pack soon. Oh, dear me. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I do kind of like TikTok, but yeah, apparently you should talk about other platforms as well. So, there's just loads of weird rules on there. So just have to try and be smart. Try and be smart and see where we get to on it. But yeah, all good news in fairness. All good news indeed. Right, that is that. So we'll keep an eye on what's going on with BTC in the minute. 103, 300 we'll call it. We'll round up. It sounds a bit better. And we'll get into a little bit of the DeFi market. So yeah, my fingers could be typing peace. Oh dear me. I'm eating more protein to keep up with it. Let's get it. Is this kind of going? Hold on a minute. Let's move on. Set of weirdos. Just waiting for the moon. Stanton, you know it's coming, baby. You know it's coming. You know it's coming. So yeah. Good. Right. Gary's not accepting airdrops. Yeah, I heard that. Allegedly, and there's loads of rumors going around right now that like Gary was part of the job was he had to be anti-cryptocurrency. Yeah, Gary, what was about Operation Choke Point 2.0? Then you massive chopper. Like, what the hell is that? Anyway, right. I cleaned out some stuff here on the DeFi section. So we definitely need some new players. I can't believe Rato's dumped again. This thing was at like 6s earlier on. It's having like a pretty good ride, and then kaboom, just gets absolutely boom shanked. I still think this might do well, actually. Still doing 5 million volume. So again, we'll see. I'll still hold a little bit of this. No dramas. We'll see where we get to. Marbitz, you might notice 371. We had someone full clip 10.2 million tokens at about 20 to 7 in the morning. So appreciate that from that individual. Full clipped a wallet, and yeah, for 4 and a bit grand. So look, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, I'm not going to say it doesn't sting, because of course it does sting. You know what I mean? It's definitely not a great feeling, but look, it is what it is. The project's been built specifically so that we can ride this out. We're still over 100k in liquidity. We're now actually nearly at something like 30%. So, you know, it is what it is. We can either give up, which is not in my nature to do it, or go, right, okay, well, let's see what we can do. Let's think about how we can change this around and do it. We've obviously got the race coming Sunday. I can announce a week on Sunday. So that is a week on Sunday is the 25th. We'll have an extended stream that night as well, because my missus isn't here, so I've got nothing else to do other than talk to you guys. So the 25th, that Sunday night prize, right? That Sunday night prize is a week's worth of mining for free. That is that. It's courtesy of the one and only Sitecoin. Alvin was in our space last night, so shout out to him. He has got all sorts of miners, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Casper, you name it. That mother trucker is mining it. And he has kindly offered a week's worth of mining for free. Now, you may be like, what the hell is that? That's not worth anything. It's roughly $30 a day on one of the miners at current prices. So here's the other way to think about it. And I was going to use this as a marketing proposal as well. That actually, if you chose the Bitcoin miner and the Bitcoin miner hit a block, it's 3.25. That would net you $350,000. So you could mine Bitcoin for a week and potentially, by getting involved in a Marbitz race, walk away with over $300,000. I'm just saying, do you know what I mean? I'm just saying. So Alvin coming in clutch. There's his project as well. So he's had a couple more buys in. Alvin's crushing it right now. Shout out to him. And yeah, so he's donated a week's free mining to the winner of next Sunday's Marbitz race, officially through the wallet as well. So you don't have to spend any of your Ethereum unless you need to buy some tokens. Then you can do it. So yeah, shout out to Alvin. And they're the sort of things we're going to go through. We are just finalizing the details on a PS5 that we'll have as well. So get ready for that. That should hopefully be coming pretty soon as well. So we've got a week's worth of free mining that could be anything between 150 to, I mean, literally 300 grand. And then we've got a PS5 coming as well. So do you know what? If people want to dump the bags, I'm not going to hold it against them. I'm going to hold the way that people dump the bags against them. 100%. I'm absolutely going to hold that against them. But you know what? We've got a lot of opportunities. And the price will be whatever the price will be. If we can kind of secure some good prizes, we can secure some good deals, we can sort of network in some ways, then look, it'll all play out. So watch out for that. It's going to be pretty epic. Good. Right. That is it for the DeFi section. I don't think I've got anything on there, but yeah. So yeah, we'll see. A fellow couple of blocks coming on. Yeah, I mean, imagine that. Imagine that. Which would be good. Awesome prize. Yeah, shout out to Alvin. Yeah, big shout out to Alvin. I'm bullish on Alvin. And on Wednesday, by the way, as well. So we gave away $100 last night in our space, courtesy of the Feet Project. Thank you to those guys. Next Wednesday, we got another hundo, courtesy of Sitecoin. So get in there. It's going to be epic. And we may even do some bits giveaways as well. So nothing crazy. But yeah, you know what? Like I said, adversity sometimes is the inspiration and motivation that you need to go and do things. And do you know what? Like I said, my motivation is to make these sort of people that decide they're going to exit positions and really just, it's not even like it's crashed the project. It's just a bad way of doing it. I'm going to make them regret selling. That is my intention. And hopefully that will be where I get to. So yeah, make sure you follow me on X. Make sure you're dialed into all my social media platforms. And you are going to know about it. But definitely stay close to that. Okay, what's going on, Crypto Princess? What's going on, Crypto Princess? Welcome to you. I appreciate you tuning in as always. So if you've got any DeFi players... Oh, Tim, what was the one we're going to look at? Tim, hit me up with it. Unless you need to send me it on a... I don't know if you need to send me it as like a... what do you call it? Massage. A message. Really? Disrespect way of... Yeah, absolutely, yeah. 100%. 100%. Just not a good way to... not a good way, but such is life. Right. Tim, what was it? Boob. Is it just called Boob, yeah? This one? No. This one? No, 6 months ago. I thought you said it came off Ape Store. You might have sent me the contract address. Or is it on a book of base? Oh, this one. Yeah. 19 hours ago. Oh my God, this one's doing all right. It's doing all right, Tim. Bullish. Trust him to find this. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah. Oh, dear me. You think there would be any merchandise interest you could sell and put some towards the project? I mean, yes and no. Yes and no, there is. I mean, we could do hoodies and we actually have the designs up. Shout out to Blazer X. He actually did some design work for us. But I know from and this is the thing, I know from the channel, we put some merch out. We sold about, I think Vern bought a little bit. Craig, I think you got, a couple of other people got some, but that was about it, really. I just don't necessarily think it's a great narrative, but, you know, maybe we could do something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I think at the minute I want to focus on, you know, getting awareness out, getting people to be aware of it, doing kind of some good stuff and, you know, seeing where we get to. But yeah, that's my view. Bullish on poop. Love it. Latest big seller was a pre-sale dude. Yes. Yeah. Through an L2 bridge protocol as well. That brought it through a different wallet. So you kind of, if you can only find it if you know what you're looking for. And a couple of you have already found it. So shout out to you guys. Yeah, I haven't seen Obi recently. Yeah, I don't know where he is. I was thinking about this the other night. There's quite a few people I haven't seen. I don't know if it's the bear market. I don't know if they've decided that they were going to dump their entire bags of Marbitz and leave. I have no idea. People just need to relax. It's just not worth it. Yeah, loads of people that used to be here aren't here. Maybe I'm getting washed up. Maybe my content's not good enough. Maybe people I'm just sick of him every night talking bollocks for an hour. You know, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe people are just sick of listening to me. Go fucking listen to someone else then. Oh, dear me. Best way of advertising is more sponsored golfing with the uniform and icon. I reckon so as well. I think that will pay off, Craig. Longer term, I think that will pay off. Yeah, we'll see. Oscari, what's going on, buddy? I definitely think that's going to pay off. So, yeah, get ready. I'll just mute you when you be a voice. I mean, that's fine, isn't it? That's fine. 2-bit, will you be at the Bitcoin conference in Vegas? Who's asking? No, unfortunately, I will not be there. I have 3 kids and a missus that won't let me go, basically. It's very rude, actually. But I might be in Germany in September doing conference 2025. Maybe in a booth talking all about blockchain. I don't know. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We'll see. But yeah, we did look at it actually. We were going to kind of try and, I think, muster a bit of a crew together to go because I would have loved it. But yeah. No, listen to you and only you now. All my information, this channel, you state. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Oh, nice. You are going. Man, I don't think, when is it again? I would look. We said last year we were going to go. I can't believe it's like a year on. When is it? Bitcoin 2025 Las Vegas. We did actually. Did I apply for like a? I think I feel like I applied for a like visitors thing. I mean, it looks pretty epic in fairness. May 27th. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not making it out to Las Vegas in like 12 days. Oh man, we should be going next year though. Well, why are we not going? Look, Ross Ulbricht's going to be there. Like JD Vance is going to be there. I mean, I don't know. It depends how much you care about JD Vance, but David Sack. I mean, it's an all-star cast. Like, there's got to be something coming out. Surely, there's got to be something pretty spicy. But yeah. Like number 27. Is that all there is? Come on, guys. 27 likes. You guys are sleeping on tonight. What's going on? I got a press pass. Oh, why have I got a press pass? Why do I not get a press pass? I need to get over there. Try and make 26 happen for sure in Vegas. Yeah, I reckon we could do that. I reckon we can do it. We should just, the thing is, right, we should just commit to it. If we don't commit to it, we won't do it. So we just got to commit to it and go. Adam Back, I listened to him. He's a bit weird though, I'm not gonna lie. But, I mean, fair play to him. He clearly knows his stuff. He, by the way, still believes we've got the best of the market to come yet. So, yeah, $600. What's that for? That's like UK, like $425 or something like that. It's not bad, actually. Paolo Andrino, that'll be good. That'll be a good one. Peter Shift could be good. The Winklevoss twins, Gemini CEOs, that could be good. Who else is there? Brian Johnson. Brian Johnson, he's wild, isn't he? He's the, like, drug guy that just is, like, going to live till he's about 600. Donald Trump Jr., Eric Trump. The Trumps are going to be out in force. Hester Pierce is there. Come on. Why are we not there if Hester Pierce is there? And Aaron Arnold, your chopper. He's going to be there. Are these like, is these crypto? Are you on here, Crypto Princess? Where are you? Are these like the, you know, these are the cool people that are on there? Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know who any of these people are. Peter Shift is Mr. Gold. Nice. Austin Alexander. Don't know who he is. I just want to kind of Ben Cowan, man. Maybe we need to start a company. You start a company. The 2-Bit Crypto. I'll have to give my full name out, wouldn't I? I don't want to be in that place. Don't want to be in that place. Anyway, yeah, look how many people there are. Oh my god, there's loads of people going. Loads of people. Anyway. XCN made a quick jump. XYO did a drop back. Interesting. Interesting. Right, I'm going to click off this. Eleanor Terrett's going, look. She's there. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know anyone else. G-Money. I don't know who he is, but he's going. What? How come all these people get to go and I don't? I mean, what the hell is going on here? Let's give up. Might as well give up. What's the point? What's the point anymore? What's the point? Stick to meme coins. Shove some pump and dumps down people's throats and move on. Oh, dear me. Right, I'm just randomly clicking through these people. I don't even know half of them who they are. I see Satoshi wasn't invited yet, unfortunately not. Don't be scared, bro. That's where the big money is. On XCN, yeah. I said the other day about XCN. I said, didn't I? I watch out for... ZBCN. I said watch out for a reversal. Literally called this on the stream last night and said, look, if you're looking for maybe a quick flip, watch out. 20-day exponential moving average. Retest, held. What a surprise. Does an 8% move in a market that's well, it's not a disaster, but it's down today. So, yeah. ZBCN, is it going to rally to a new all-time high? Don't know. But, yeah, it could have made a nice little 8% move Reno on it, which would have been good news. Nothing else going on. Lots of alts. XCN making a bit of a move as well, as is Swift. That's about it, really. Everything else looks a bit pants. BTC is trying its best. Good if it got green. I've not seen this page. I might be on it. Well, you have to tell us who you are, and we can find you. Or does it literally come up and say Crypto Princess? At Satoshi, I can imagine. Can you imagine? To be, you could convince the missus though. I reckon I probably could. I reckon I probably could, but yeah, it'd be a pretty hard sell. I'm going to Vegas for a week. Is that all right? What for? Like crypto stuff. She'd be like, no. You on Twitter, Discord, Crypto Princess 420? Yeah. Or yeah, hit me up on X. Be good to connect. No, I meant doxing 2-Bit. All right, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's only my second. I mean, I'm pretty much like, I'm pretty much docked. 1 week in Vegas will be like hangover meets Kevin and Barry. Can you imagine? I've got 3 kids as well, though. I've got 3 kids as well. So, like, I'm not bringing the wife and 3 kids to to Vegas. No chance. I'll bring Holmes. Just me and Holmes, just holding it down. You have to take a camera, though, Holmes, and we'll just vlog the whole event. We'll vlog the whole event. It'd be pretty epic. I reckon it'd be epic anyway. Imagine that. It would be a hangover meets Kevin and Perry goes large, though. I don't know which one would be which, though. I'm assuming, Holmes, that you would be Perry, but I'm not sure. So we could do Germany in September, and then we do Vegas next May. Like, I'm down for it. Like, why not? Let's just send it. Let's send it to the max. Be fine. I mean, technically, like I said to you guys the other night, if I get fired from my actual job, then yeah, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to Vegas, baby. I'm going to Vegas. Like, let's do it. I can message Zach and Austin and be like, guys, I'm officially going full time. Someone messaged me today, actually. Someone said someone I know messaged me and they're like, hey, just letting you know, like, I'm doing it. I'm going full time in crypto. Like, that's it. I've quit my job. I'm just going to send it full time. I'm like, holy shit. Go for it. Go for it. Do you want to get fired? No, not really. No, I'd rather not. Blazer X was banned on X for all the raids and my account was deleted. Oh, start another one, Blazer X. Start another one. Just get going and wrong. If you ever come to the States, you better let me know. How far's Vegas for you to get to, Vern? So get Vern on board too. Yeah, I reckon we can get Vern on board. Definitely. I'll come next year after the bull run and can afford it. I mean, yeah, that's the thing you see. By that point, we may be literally market cycle top. I mean, it could be pretty epic. So we should definitely get involved. All right, cool. Yeah, we should do that. I mean, by that point as well, Marbitz will be like $300 million market cap as well. So we can officially make it a marketing tour. Just like it'll come like Reservoir Dogs, won't it? Like Vern, Holmes, and I just walking down in like some absolutely kitted out Marbitz gear. Like it'd be. I think I looked at it. It's $600. I think it's like 600 bucks. So like 425 for us tickets. So if we got hotels and pass, we'd have to do that, wouldn't we? I reckon. Let's have a look. Buy bundle. I hope this doesn't connect to a wallet and just puts it through. Imagine that. Right, what would we want? VIP whale full access package is probably what we want. It's 14 grand. Shit a bed. I'm all right actually. What do you get though for that? You get a Monday night welcome party. You get Tuesday party. It's just loads of partying. That's not me. It's not me, Holmes. I'm not a party animal. We can do the full access package. Your choice of festival pass, hotel stay, Vegas after party, some other party, another party, another party, another party. Access to more Bitcoin week event, official Bitcoin t-shirt, not bothered. Weekend pool party pass. Oh, that'll be me. Or we could just go for this one. 1,624, and I'll message Al from Valorium and be like, hey, I'm in Vegas. Yeah, I don't know. What's that UK like? 1350 maybe, something like that? Like Clubbing Days are over. Yeah, absolutely. Food is very expensive, I heard. Oh, really? Vern, will you meet me in Holmes there? Yeah, let's do it. Come on. Trip to Bunny Ranch. Shut up. Start GoFundMe. We've done too many GoFundMes. You can pay an hour report for you. That sounds like a good idea, Tim. Actually, we've got the Lauren Barb and 420 GoFundMe going at the minute. We need to start that one. Find a campsite in Vegas. Don't just live under the streets, like in the tunnels and stuff. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it. It sounds amazing, Crypto Princess. We literally talked about it last year. We were like, maybe we should do it. Tim, it's not a bad shout. And I always said this, by the way, that if I was to go, I think I've discussed this on the stream before, but if I was to go full time, if I was like, right, do you know what? I'm going to send it. I'm going to see what happens. Then I definitely would start a business, which then would allow, like, you could do all that kind of stuff, couldn't you? Because even tax breaks is better if you have a business. So if you pay corporation tax, it's less than if you pay capital gains tax, certainly here in the UK as well. So you would be able to do it. You can put as much money into it as you want as well. As long as you can quantify what you've used it for, then you can like offset tax against it as well. So yeah, a friend of mine, in fact, my technically sister-in-law, I guess, is an accountant for a US company. So yeah, imagine paying 13 grand to listen to Celia run his pie hole. I mean, that would be pretty wild, wouldn't it? be pretty wild. Imagine paying 13 grand just to party with like. It sort of strikes me as the crypto community is not the biggest of like. I know people do party, but tell you what, Holmes, we'd have to get jacked up to go. Oh dear me. Yeah, Crypto Princess, let us know how it was. I'd be dead interested to go next year, definitely. My kids would be like 3.5 and 6 as well, so it'd be fine. They'd be like fine at home. Who knows what a year looks like? Who knows where we could be? 2 bits costing me about 2 grand. Crypto Princess, are you US based or UK based? Just out of curiosity. Get Crypto Princess on the stream. Talk about it. Yeah, definitely. Are you doxed, Crypto Princess? Hold on a minute. Let me find your YouTube channel. Let me bring up your YouTube channel. Let me have a look. I'm sat here just talking to like I can't do it on this thing. Oh, let's go. You're UK as well. Let's go, baby. Awesome. Right, what is the channel? This is just called Crypto Princess, yeah? Have I seen some of your stuff? I feel like I maybe seen some of your stuff. Oh, there you are, look. I have found your channel. Click subscribe. There we go. I'm officially subscribed to your channel. Bullish. Oh, yeah, look at that. 20,300 subscribers. Let's get it. Let's get it. Everyone go and drop Crypto Princess a subscribe. I like it. Here it is. Look. Let's go. I've officially now subscribed. Look, there you go. I'm officially subscribed to your channel. So shout out to you. Shout out to you. Princess we'll put it on your YouTube in London. All right, cool. Like it. Like it. He only watches his videos. How they got up that fast? Yeah, no, honestly, yeah. Like, yeah, there'll be 3 in October. Do you remember? I brought one of them on the live stream. Do you remember? I brought one of my brought one of the twins on the live stream once because they wouldn't stop crying. But yeah, they're 3 in October. Yeah, pretty crazy, isn't it? Pretty crazy. We've been together now as a community on this channel doing what we do for like, it'll be 4 years, I think. It'll be like 4 years this November. Like, it's almost sort of getting to the point now where I kind of should have made it on YouTube. You know, like loads of people say, oh yeah, well, I was on YouTube and I was grinding away in 6 years and now they've got millions of followers. I'm probably getting somewhere near to the point where it's a bit like, probably should be getting like like some kind of thing, like you know. I definitely feel like I'd seen some of yours. I feel like I've seen like maybe an interview with like Bleaves or something. Maybe I have. I don't know. Can't remember. Holmes, they gave me pointers on XRP video and he just took the footage, deleted me out and used it last week. Who are you talking about? Me? Who are you talking about? A good laugh. A crypto event meetup is yeah, we definitely need to do something. We were going to do 2BitCon, weren't we? We were going to do 2BitCon and we never did it. I can't believe it. Can't believe it, you massive set of choppers. We need to do it. We need to do it. I delete you out. Get out of here, Vern. Anyway, why are you both looking at the Fed Reserve policy change? Right. Anyway, keep an eye on what's going on with this. This could be good news. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And yeah, let's keep an eye on what's going on just on here for the second. Yeah, you interview Bleaves. All right, cool. Yeah, interview Bleaves. Don't interview me. Like, don't worry about it. No one interviews me. I keep myself to myself. That's a problem. That's a problem. I should be one of those like, you know, people out there just like, yo, I'm 2Bit Crypto from YouTube. Anyway. Someone actually said, did you see someone came in the Telegram the other day and they were like, this is a scam project. So many people put like comments and they're like, he's a massive scammer. And you're just like, what are you talking about, you massive set of choppers? Unbelievable. Be right about it. Gonna get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, let's keep posted. I don't think there's anything coming tomorrow. I feel like Jerome Powell's going to be talking again tomorrow, but let's just dead quick look at the economic calendar. Is there anything for tomorrow? No. So we're not expecting anything crazy. The only thing we may get is this stuff coming out of the UAE. I mean, it's pretty wild, like some of the announcements that are coming in. 600 billion out of the UAE. I thought we'd get a Ripple announcement as well. I'm not gonna lie. I thought something would come out. Still think it might tomorrow, by the way. I still think we might get something, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It would be crazy to get some sort of payment structure system or, you know, something. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'd be crazy to kind of get something like that. So, yeah. Hit me up on X or Telegram or Discord and we can talk about it. Yeah, 100%. I will definitely do that for sure. Yeah, oh, here it is. Perfect. This is exactly what I want. So, yeah, so 600 billion in, I think that was Saudi Arabia, wasn't it? So 600 billion in Saudi Arabia, 1.2 trillion in Qatar, 1.4 trillion in the UAE. I just wish that there was something about cryptocurrency. It may come tomorrow, by the way. I think he flies back lunchtime-ish tomorrow or something like that. But maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Just to warn you, 2bit is terrible at applying. That's not true. I'm just terrible at meeting the investment group on a Sunday night. That's my problem. I don't even think I've got that much of an exciting story though. That's the problem. Like, I don't think my story. Basically, my story goes: got involved in cryptocurrency, lost loads of money, left cryptocurrency, came back in the hype of meme coins. I mean, I guess in like the channel's kind of exciting, and like the community is pretty excited. I guess all that sort of stuff's pretty interesting. But my actual personal journey is basically came into the market, lost everything, left the market. Had loads of investments in like stocks and shares and all that kind of stuff. Sold everything and went into crypto. Hasn't quite worked out for me yet, though. Yeah, but you're missing the key point here. A lot of this investment money will filter through to the markets down. Yeah, I mean, that's true. You have one crypto cowboy. Shut up, Ben. Shut up. Anyway, that does bring them bang on 10 o'clock. Look at that. She's at the price of BCH. Is it Bitcoin Cash at nearly $400? Is it? Jesus. I did not think it was going to be that high. Bitcoin Cash. God, yeah, it's 395. I mean, it's down 3%, but down 6 on the week. But yeah, it's pretty wild, actually. $400 on Bitcoin Cash. I used to have Bitcoin Cash. I actually was kind of in the market when that did fork from the original Bitcoin. Like, I definitely remember it for that point. So yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty crazy if you ask me. So yeah, I'm just sticking to my 20k into ISA and the rest in crypto. That's not bad. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto Princess, good to talk as always. Thank you so much. I'll definitely hit you up on TG or on X. Sold all your stocks and shares. Yeah, I just sold everything. Sold it all. Got out of the stock market and gone in on cryptocurrency. I would caveat this, by the way. I would because that sounds like I'm a lunatic and it sounds like I've like sold everything and right? But I still have my UK pension, so all my pension money goes into like a normal, standardized pension. So that it's like, okay, you know, so I still have that. It's not like I'm like super maxied into crypto, but I did have like, yeah, I had money in ISAs and I had money in, like the stock market. And the stock market, I'll tell you the one I was invested in. I was invested in Cineworld. I bought them for like 50, 60 quid a share. And obviously it collapsed, didn't it? And I was like, this is just ridiculous. So then at the bottom of the bear market, when Bitcoin was $15,600, I remember sat there with my missus and a brother and his wife, and I was like, yeah, I've just got to send this. Like, I've got to send this. So I took everything out of stocks, everything out of shares, everything out of ISAs, everything out of the traditional banking sector, excluding my pension, and I invested everything into cryptocurrency. So yeah, we'll see. That's where I get to. But yeah, that's my little story. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, it was awful. I had Cineworld, Majestic Shares, some weird motor car company, something else. So yeah, how knowledgeable are you in stocks? Not at all. Not at all. I just was like through like a banking app. Was like I basically went for anything that paid dividends. So I just had shares in companies that paid dividends. That's all I did really. I made some all right money, but nothing crazy. But yeah, so let's say that crypto went to zero and I lost everything. I don't have anything hedged against that. I just lose like savings. What I would say though is crypto's turned out better for me than the 4 or 5 years I was in the stock market so far. When I was in the stock market, I had about $600 worth of investments. Now in crypto, I've nearly hit 1,000. So I'm pretty bullish on that. I've nearly got $1,000 of investments. So you know what? End of this bull market, hopefully that'll be, $3,000 or $4,000 worth of crypto, and we'll make it, which is good. So anyway, on that bombshell, that is me for tonight. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow night. We will be running the marble race tomorrow night. Bring your Ethereum. It's going to be pretty spicy, I'm sure. And also, don't forget, hit the like and subscribe to the channel. As always, we appreciate you and your time, and we'll be back tomorrow. So make sure that you are here. Until then, enjoy the jazzy music. I'll catch you on the flip side.
Thank you.